Yeah, I'm lucky that I...
You're lucky because you got a big pair of tits and that's the only reason anyone watches. Let's...
Hey, yo, listen. Hey. The cell phone queen be sitting there saying, I do not know why heads are watching. But then y'all always see me whenever we're watching Denims. Yo, I gotta move myself out the way because we can't be blocking the talent. We cannot be blocking the talent because if we're blocking the talent, there is undoubtedly, unequivocally no reason to watch Denims. I be lying? Well, Caleb Hammer doesn't think so. And that's the toughest verse we got there. Girly pop.
Girly pop.
The talent truly is what got these fools watching. Thank God somebody else said it. You already know what it is, baby. The Daily Slops. Sloppy! Hilarious works on the EHDIA Plus Cinematic Universe, and in specific, psych y'all out. Actually, not Hassan this time around, but definitely some assigned orbiters. Because some of the assigned orbiters, that being Frogan, Denims, apparently got into it with Caleb Hammer of Financial Audit. I already know if you had seen before, or at least on the Laougs. Yeah, apparently Caleb Hammer was offering Frogan at first 5 bands to hop on Financial Audit. If you don't know Financial Audit, basically a show where Caleb Hammer goes over heads finances with them to point out how terrible their finances are. And let me tell you, Denims, Casey, Tron, and Frogan, but I guess specifically Denims and Frogan now, their finances within this lawsuit, and in general, if we're talking about Frogan, awful. Real bad. And then she had rejected. And then, you know what I'm saying, Caleb Hammer, he upped the ante to 20 bands to hop on the show. And then even Asmund go to offer cheese for her to hop on. And she rejected again and posted a whole Crash or Spur Got Meltdown on Twitter, a whole yap says, la paragraph, la essay. We got to go through that, boy. Apparently, too, Denims opened up her mouth, the cell phone queen. We know. Yeah, apparently she opened her mouth, too, and was saying some Johns about Caleb Hammer and the whole Financial Audit show. And, we know that goes for the cell phone queen. Straight buzzwordism, straight just, well, I can't even say dead air because obviously she's talking, but not of any intellect and not of any intelligence. Yeah, she was just saying random Johns about him, just straight saying that he was evil, and heads like him are just like heads trying to get up on people that are povertous or like in poverty. Yeah, it's all a cap. Obviously, she doesn't know what she's talking about. So yeah, we got a whole lot to orbiting moons for Pegasus. You already know Daily Slops, but a whole bunch of Johns to check out in the Daily Slops this time around. So I ain't gonna waste no more time, baby. Trilly talks everything. Trilly doesn't need up everything every single time. Let's see what Frogan and Denims have to say this time. Of course, the Daily Slops means one of my glorious Slop Kings. You heard him in the intro. You already know Shudder's name because you're gonna see him every time. Shout out love with Pegasus. You already know, baby. We got. She finally got what she deserved. Of course, that being Frogan and then Denims. Her Jones will be coming very soon in the lawsuit. Of course, you guys want to watch the OG video? Down in the description. First link, share to love it, of course. Pegasus! Yeah, no, we have no time to waste. Not with these orbiting moons. Let's get right into it.
Welcome back to a series so galactic. Even Hassan's moderator subscribed. In today's video, biggest Hassan orbiter, Frogan, is back after crying on
Beast?
stream because of her poor finances. Caleb Hammer is offering her $5,000 to appear on his show Financial Audit. Asmund is also offering money. Caleb has upped the offer to $20,000.
Swift 20 bands.
Frogan has responded rejecting the offer and going on a massive rant. She's beefing with Asmongold about her past statements. Caleb has responded to the rejection and is baffled at the attacks against him. Classic experience with the Hassan orbiters.
I just noticed cornballs, by the way.
He's absolutely destroying female Hassan, aka Denims, for being a complete
Denims TV, our cell phone queen.
moron. She was criticizing his show without even watching it, and Caleb crashes out. He defends his show and talks about personal responsibility with their finances. Denims calls it poverty prawn and says that he's taking advantage of people and not actually helping them. She claims business bros like Caleb are the scummiest people. Caleb
You should look at her God's Daddy King. Oh.
Fuck it, I'm saying it.
roasts her and calls out her radical far-left associates. Subscribe or you gotta buy Frogan's groceries.
Nah, I'm definitely not feeling that.
Your call.
But I'm definitely feeling this.
Let's up those numbers!
Numbers up! And boy, those clips never getting lived down. Take it away, Jellywig!
Let's up those numbers!
Moving on to largest Hassan orbiter, Frogan. Now recap, last time she was crying on stream because she was going broke, unable to afford rent.
And Twitch streaming sucks. I fucking hate it. It's been bad for a few months. It's my job though. I have to focus
She needs rent money. She's broke. She's literally ulting. Whoa, buddy!
on the fucking money.
Unfortunately, like, you can't control the money. You can only control the content, you know?
These are 120.
No way she's flexing her nails on chat while she's begging for subs. Like, you know what? If Frogan is so good with money, then I want her to go on Caleb Hammer's podcast and he comes to the conclusion that she's been financially responsible. I will donate $10,000 to any charity that she wants.
Well, now they're offering her legitimately money.
Safe to say, though, I won't lie, Roach King. That charity will definitely be her pocket, if you ask her.
Caleb Hammer offers to match Asmongold's 10K charity dono for Frogan to appear on Financial Audit or give her 5K personally.
I mean, there's no way she's good with her finances, so I don't think she could accept that deal. Mr. Gold, if you hear this, let's just make it $10 for her to come on the show. And I'll match that 10,000 to come on the show to charity of her choice, and I'll match that. And then anyone else that wants to contribute to the pile, feel free. Feel free. What's next in the Frogan lore?
I need to see this, and that's the same question I'm asking. You know the HDIA Plus cinematic universe truly is insane. And for some it's agonizing, torturous, and painful. We're looking right at you, Soy Dubs.
You don't know what you did. Oh my god, he just goes on there and calls her broke and makes her cry. She should move.
Which I will do.
Oh,
happily.
The breakdown is going to be great.
She's not going to come on.
No.
There's no way. $20,000 to the charity of your choice. Sounds pretty awesome.
It does. I don't think she gives a fuck though.
No, she doesn't. She's
Charity wise.
People like this.
If this was 20,000.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for pointing this out. Like, see, this is what I'm saying. We need more heads that are, like, not really tapped into the EHDIA Plus cinematic universe to come in and say this, John, so I can feel, like, just absolutely just rectified. I don't even know. What's the word? Relieved? I don't know. But, like, yeah, literally all the shit we sing all the time. These are the most performative motherfuckers. And again, for the award of performative male, Hassan.
Fuck it. I'm saying it.
And Soy Dubs.
I just want to ask you if you've always been shitting your pants.
We're looking at you two dumbasses. Like, bro, fuck.
Personally, I think she'd consider it.
Sure.
But I don't.
People like this that are performative activists, they don't actually give a fuck.
No.
They just want to sit there and milk and feel good and get their support based on.
Caleb, I love you. Thank you. Where is it at? Oh, there it is. The Yoko complex. This person does whatever will get them the most validation, gratification, or glazed up. I rest my case.
What they advocate for. It's so stupid. Okay, well, I'll amend my offer. Asmon can do whatever he wants.
Also, actually, virtue signaling. Hold on, I got you. Where is it? No. No, it's in G-Boy. What the fuck am I doing? I'm actually stupid. But yeah. The act of expressing or displaying opinions or sentiments appear more virtuous or morally superior, often on social media without necessarily taking meaningful action to support the cause. Definitively, all of the orbiters. Except Noah Samson. He did donate, like, what was it, $400,000 to Palestine, so I guess he can have that. But yeah, all of the rest of you motherfuckers, hilarious.
Wants with his 10. I'll match that donation, 10,000 to a charity of your choice, or you can choose, and it has to be publicly disclosed, or $5,000 cash to you.
Whoa.
Okay.
So you choose 10,000 to charity or 5,000 to you. Let's find out. Again, we
5,000? Okay. 10K to charity or 5,000 straight to Ethan or her lawyers.
will be respectful. Come on.
Ooh, now we're talking 5,000 bones up for grabs. Oh my god, Frogan. This is totally your saving grace. That's almost half the cost of your daily breakfast. Maybe if you can go,
Beast?
Single day without the 1,000 Big Macs, you should be quite fine. But it's hilarious that the first person offering her money is not even Hassan, not even her god here that she moderated for, but it's some random like financial audit dude and Asmongold apparently. Now, as for the offer, personally, I'd probably take it. You know, that's like your only saving grace at this point, considering you tried begging for subs from your community and literally got nothing. In fact,
200 sub. Oh, there we go. 189 in the middle of the month.
you got your good friend humiliating you on stream, telling you to stop begging, by the way. That was an absolute yikes.
Did you stop begging for rent? It's so
Oh, man. This shit was the felt of all felts.
fucking
Okay, then you know what? Fine. Give
Yo, Asmongold's face on that shit just had me crying, bro. Oh my god. Can you just stop begging for rent money? Oh.
You know my Venmo. Send me that shit then.
keep watching, and I'm like, oh, here she goes again, begging for rent.
Okay.
Bro, just calls her out on her own stream.
So, yeah, I guess this is your last chance. Donate it to Wounded Warriors just out of spite. Boohoo, hope you get PTSD. Hey Siri, what's the exchange rate from 5,000 USD to hamburgers? Wasn't it like $5? So it's like 1,000, I guess? I don't know. Maybe the price changed. Right, so we got a ton of updates. The offer has been up to $20,000. Caleb tweets, Frogan, $20,000 currently to come on financial audit. Legit, my team and I will respect what you wish to talk about and not talk about. I want to set you up for financial success.
Yeah, that'll never happen, even if she does get the financial advice, bruh, because priorities, again, that's the main thing when it comes to finances. Your priorities, obviously budgeting, managing out things. Clearly, she cannot do that.
Let's do this thing. So he's even giving her the option to specifically choose what she wants to talk about. For example, if she doesn't want to discuss the finances of the expensive nails or you know, her daily food budget, then, you know, she's free.
Yeah. That needs to be discussed. That's what we want to see her.
To not
Well, basically, that's what we want to see her on for.
discuss that. Also, I gotta say, this is a very generous offer. $20,000 and more going to charity as well. Fear responded, I think it's actually super weird to have a bunch of out-of-touch wealthy dudes bullying a woman online for her financial status.
Oh my fucking god, here we go.
In a time where most people are struggling financially.
Well, her finances are fucked up because of herself. Do we want to talk about any self-accountability? No, we don't. Of course we don't.
Gross. We got the Hassan orbiter stands in full force right here. Have you seen what she said? Have you seen the amount of sympathy she has for U.S. veterans, for example?
I have no pity at all for any fucking soldiers. U.S. military? Boo fucking who? I hope you get PTSD.
And then we got Mike from PA. If you got Mike from PA in your replies, you're just absolutely cooked now. What's this guy's best financial advice video?
What's your best video in general? And we can't talk about the best embarrassing video because we know which one that is. Ooh, I feel like a vampire touching holy water. Like, yo, Mike, shut the fuck up, nigga. Again, didn't we tell your ass you're on the fucking third tier of the Orbiter's hierarchy, bro? And being on any tier in that shit gains you fucking nothing, let alone the embarrassment that shit comes with. If you're not seeing fucking Denims, she's at the top of that shit. How was shit going for her?
Phil responded, linking one of his videos. I'm legitimately surprised this is any kind of following at all. Pay off your debt seems like it could be advice that takes 10 seconds to deliver. You find this useful? What about...
Okay. I can't finish this off. What fucking conjecture, what opinions and conjecture, what commentary, what anything coming out of your mouth, Mike from PA Central Committee, is useful information. I would love for him to state that conjecture.
Your stream, Mike. All you do on there is violent threats and put bounties on people like
Thank you. Like, fuck? Like, dude, I think we can do without this shit. I think the world would be better off.
a moron.
Anything that happens, I mean, like, holy shit, guys. If you live in Florida, I have an opportunity for you. If you want to
Yep, this is the useful information, guys.
earn $100,000, let me know.
And then lie about Asmongold and his dead dad, you absolute cretin of a human being.
His father's last message to Hassan was wishing Hassan a happy birthday. And for the rest of Asmongold's life, he'll have to know that his father was ashamed of what he was becoming. And he was a fan of Hassan, not a fan of Zach.
One more thing, because he gives you so much content, please wish Hassan a happy 35th birthday. Say to Hassan, wish him a happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Hassan.
Happy birthday, dear Hassan.
No, I just haven't gotten around to it. Okay.
But every fucking day. I know, bro. This shit is crazy. Yo, Ashman Pod spitting, bro. I swear, yo, Asman Pod, yo, this is real shit, the John that he's on, bro, and I feel him. Like, it's tough works, bro. It really is, man. I'm not gonna lie. Tough works, bro. Talk about the nigga every day, bro. But yeah, bro. Come on, bro. We can't even be talking about Asmongold, bro. I hate that it be fucking up my PR when people like bring him up and associate him to my name, dude. Like, fuck.
Okay. All right.
Facts.
Why haven't you donated to Frogan yet? And the diabolical clip. Never let him forget what a loser he is.
I think that's fine.
Like-
So if a guy pays for my tab,
I think I'm getting your attention.
Boy, stupid ass. You think I'm about to hear shit coming from you, nigga? Boy, get the fuck out of here.
Touch like a vampire touching holy water.
can I help you?
You got any advice on how I can win a fight against the couch?
Nah, he doesn't, because he's 0-4 against that shit.
Don't ask him. He got TKO'd. She won't do it because it's easier to LARP like she's struggling to scam her viewers. It's all a grift. Wish I could have 20k as a reward for being a moron. Instead, I do it for free.
Right.
Saying she doesn't give a freak because you won't donate the money. You could just donate anyway to charity. Right. Well, the goal is to actually sort of understand what's going on with her. Obviously, he wants content as well, but, you know, he could be genuinely helping her. I mean, he's offering 20k. That's not like a small amount, especially for Frogan, who's begging for $5 subs. She can get her nails done 150 times at the come up. Right, so Frogan has responded and she refuses to go on the show, and we'll see how long this pride lasts because we all know what happened to Casey Tron. So she's responding to Caleb's tweet here. I don't need a YouTube financial advisor to try to degrade me for content since—
Yeah. You're doing a fine job at yourself. Oh, well, damn it. I done fucked up my quip. Whatever. But yeah, Frogy Wogie, girly pop.
Girly pop.
I'd agree with you because you're doing a grand job doing that yourself. Have you seen your most recent clip? You ulted. Felted. Whoa! Like, yeah. I'd agree.
that's what's popular. Let me clear a few things up. I wasn't crying to my audience for money. Fact check. She was in fact crying. She was in fact begging for money. That's wrong.
Could you stop begging for rent? It's so fucking
Okay, then you know what? Fine. Give me. You know my Venmo. Send me that shit then.
Keep watching, and I'm like, oh, here she goes again, begging for rent.
Okay.
Bro, just calls her out on her own stream.
I had a normal reaction to what a friend said when they called in. Yes, your lovely friend.
Yes, the normal reaction of absolutely bawling your fucking eyes out and saying like, yeah, bruh, it's all about the fucking money. I have to worry about it because my job, it requires me to make the fucking money.
Friend who's humiliating you in front of everybody. And also, that was not a normal reaction. You were quite clearly extremely insecure about your finances and the fact that you're in a pretty dire situation. People sit in my chat and screen record the entire thing. Clipping is turned off on my channel solely to hate watch and post clips out of content. Oh my.
Yeah, hun, they do this to fucking soy dubs too. Isn't he part of the orbit? But yeah, it's called aid logging.
My god, she learns from the best. She learns from Diddy Piker. It's out of context. You have to watch my entire 8-hour stream. And
Not watching that shit. Plus, yeah, they already called you out for that shit. Your streams might as well be Casey Tron streams. You're just streaming Hell's Kitchen and bullshit.
I'm allowed to have feelings about my own life with the community I've built. I have loved streaming for years and wouldn't be doing it if—
What community? Like, that one bull is right, bro. You might have 15 actually dedicated bulls, but just like the rest of these fools, so your whole audience is built up of Hassan G boys. You're all waiting rooms. Why the fuck would he watch, or would they watch you when they can go watch him? It doesn't make any sense, buddy.
if still there wasn't so many positives. But after being harassed, targeted, and dogpiled across every space of the internet for over 2 years now.
Are we pretending like it isn't like part of that reason isn't because of your own like rhetoric, ideologies, all of this shit? I mean, I can't even really say that because they all come from Hassan as well.
Fuck it, I'm saying it.
But like, do you not realize that you have a part to play in that?
I think my attitude towards streaming should be expected. Ultimately, at the end of the day, it is my primary source of income, and I have to show up regardless of how I feel. So, from what I understand, Frogan actually does have a degree. And instead of actually getting a job— I know it's a slur in these online—
He said, huh? Unemployed, rotting in the boss's basement. You already know, shout out to the boss.
communities. But honestly, I gotta say the word to get across my point. Like, why? Why do these people insist on doing this and earning absolutely nothing and then crying over it? Why don't you be a regular person and go get a job because you don't have the talent for streaming? You're literally an orbiter. You're an orbiting body.
Because that's the thing with content creation. Once you like really get like any type of success within it, bro, you never want to go back. Like that genre is just simply true for most heads in any regard. Like once you basically get it up out of the mud, bro, and you get to the good lifestyle, bro, like why the fuck would you want to go back to the quote unquote mud? You know what I mean?
Make no ad revenue anymore and haven't for over a year because Twitch took it away from me when I was wrongfully banned.
The cap. And if this is talking about the whole fucking race tier list, you were absolutely banned in the right. Like Pope Diorio argues against this because technically Pope Diorio is right too, because like, yeah, somebody on Twitch had to sign off for them to do that panel. So whoever the fuck that was should have been fired. And then like, you know what I'm saying, Frogan, Denims and them not banned because they were technically signed off. But yeah, nah, I'm on the factor. Fire that nigga who signed off on this shit and still ban them because obviously that shit is still bad. Like what the fuck?
Fully ban. Oh my god, you're still crying. Is this about that stupid racist tier list you made? That was your choice for being an absolute disgusting piece of shit, and you deserve everything. In fact, you should have been permabanned. It was a huge part of my income, and now I solely rely on subscribers in terms of Twitch, which is more unpredictable.
Yeah, if you make no fucking ad revenue, quit. I'm not even gonna lie, like just quit, bro. I mean, not that the ad rev is gonna be that substantial on Twitch. I mean, again, it depends on like how many viewers you have and all that shit. But again, this is Frogan. So if you're not making ad revenue, quit. It is definitely time to find a job, a job, a 9 to 5.
Predictable. Translation, nobody wants to donate there. I'm actively working on diversifying my content across different platforms and shifting my
Clearly not. What do you post on YouTube?
my talents to behind the scenes production work for other
Can we
content
even
creators
pull
so I
up
can
our
have more revenue streams. Now, what talent is this? You mean like your fucking mukbang? I feel like Frogan would actually do really well if she started a Nico Kata Avocado channel. I genuinely tune in for that because I assume the amount
I searched Frogan in the John. You have no channel, nothing. Like, I know she probably, no, I know she definitely does have a YouTube channel, but where the fuck even is that shit? Like, how would I even find this? Can I search by like just people? Yeah, my channel. Like, right. I'm diversifying my content. I'm diversifying my content. Yo, I'm really feeling that. Hefty. You post on any other socials? Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube. That's the only socials. Bro, I'm not, bro, that's what I'm saying. I'm not feeling sympathy. I don't give a fuck. I'm not feeling bad for heads. Like, yo, you're just simply just fucking capping, bro. Like, you're not even trying, bro. I'm diversifying my content portfolio to really try to branch out and do new Johns. You are? I don't see shit on your YouTube page, and that's like the most important shit to respond on, bro. Or not even respond on, to post on. I tell heads all this all the time, bro. I don't give a damn what platform you primarily want to post on, but if you're going to be a successful content creator, you're going to have a tube. Your last video is literally you responding to Ethan from getting sued, bro. Like, that shit got me dead as fuck, bro. I can't, bro. Embarrassing! Like, what are we doing?
she can consume is out of the ordinary. It's a unique talent that she has. So legitimately, I would suggest giving that a shot, right? Because you do it anyways. It's a passion. It's a passion of yours. By the way, I'm very curious what behind the scenes production work for other content creators. Do you mean sucking up to Hassan again and hoping he tosses you a dime? Because that has not worked. Have you not learned? If I'm suddenly not getting the subscribers I've been getting for years on top of no ad revenue, I'm obviously going to struggle. The platform has also been seeing a steady decline of spending, and many other long-term full-time streamers are feeling it as well, especially in the last few months.
Nah, I do not want to hear that shit. Don't blame that shit on the view botting shit. The overall like platform audience, like the overall audience on the platform has went down. Nah, I do not want to hear that.
I'm not struggling due to poor budgeting or frivolous spending. Money's tight in a lot of industries right now. I refuse to believe that at all. You absolutely do have frivolous spending. I pointed it out in your literal setup, in your literal nails. Like, just from the things we see on stream, who knows what is off stream as well. And you don't seem like the...
I'm sorry, when you're struggling with finances, you do not have time to be wondering if you look good or not, bro. Like, like, better yet to put it like this, bro, and I know some heads might disagree with me, bro. If you're struggling dead ass to pay rent like Frogan is, I don't give a fuck how you look. You should be feeling ugly as shit. You want to know why? Because you're in an ugly ass position of life. So you don't have time to be sitting here wondering, oh, hun, girly pop.
Girly pop.
My nails are looking so good today. You know, I got the extra gel, the designs on them. Like, nah, I'm not trying to hear you googling and giggling and, like, you know what I'm saying, getting giddy like how my little sis be when she get her nails done. I be telling her jaws be looking nice. They do. And like we even said, Frogan's jaws, her jaws are nice. But I don't have time to be sitting here seeing you talk about these jobs. Meanwhile, you're also begging for rent, cheese. The fuck? Like, yo, this is priorities of finances. And if we're looking at this, Frogan, girly pop.
Girly pop.
You are very frivolous on spending with your finances. What are we sitting here talking about? Like, there is no other ins and outs, ifs, ands, or buts to this. Like, bro, what?
Brightest bulb in the galaxy, let's just say. So I'm just gonna assume you're pretty stupid with this type of stuff, and you sort of chain yourself to the radical left side of politics where personal responsibility isn't really a thing. You like to blame the system and you like to blame everybody else but yourself. Now obviously both play
Yeah. You know what I like to call that? 5. The 5th stat. Never taking accountability. A behavior where someone avoids personal responsibility for their actions, often by shifting blame, making excuses, or denying involvement in negative outcomes. Something very, very frequently used by all of the orbiters.
Apart, but you gotta take responsibility for your own life if you want to get out of a tough situation. So no, I will not be coming onto your show. I've seen your content and it doesn't align with what I'm experiencing. As a fellow content creator, I hope you understand how the complexities of this career path can affect someone's financial situation and how it is no place to be discussed on your show. But please don't...
Yo, Frogan, can I ask you a question? How are you the rising star 2 times over, but yet it seems like your career is on a downturn? Can you explain to me how that makes sense?
Stop yourself from donating to charity on my behalf. So she's rejecting $20,000. Now, this is very confusing, all right? There's 2 options for this. One, she actually wanted to buy 17,000 Big Macs, and obviously 20,000 is not enough for that. Or number 2, I don't know, she might be getting a secret source of funding or something like that. I highly doubt it's Hassan, that greedy motherflipper ain't donating. Maybe it's some leftover money from the GoFundMe or whatever, and she was trying to appear more broke to elicit more donations from the viewers. Definitely seems like something she would be doing, crying on stream for sympathy and stuff like that. So we'll see, because it's...
Oh, sympathy farming, casual for these heads.
It's very out of the odd for a broke person to reject $20,000 like this. So Asmongold responded, the only thing wrongful about your ban is that it wasn't permanent. Frogan once told Ludwig, please address him by his real name, Ludwig, who was going to donate 10k to Palestinian relief to keep his money, and called him a biscuit. Also, let's not forget this classic. Boo! Hope you get PTSD.
I hope you get PTSD.
So I personally
Base?
donated 10k.
Keep your fucking money. Keep your $10,000. Keep your little chump change. Like,
right, it keeps going. Here we got Hassan's editor, the one who got destroyed by SEC.
Underpaid, cucklord, goalless, going nowhere. Buddy, when I speak about...
You said my little guppy. That shit had me fucking crying, bro.
you, it's like I create you, and then you disappear. You're my puppy. You're my little...
You're my puppy, my little guppy. That shit had me...
Guppy.
I would have told him to go F himself, but your tweet is much nicer. Think before you sleep. If you had the content sense it takes to be a popular creator, you wouldn't have posted this tweet. All you're doing is making your haters happy and giving more money to people who would make content about you.
Nah, but if people talk about it, bro, nah, it's concern trolling.
Wow, you totally clocked me right there. Thanks for another episode. You're welcome for the advice. I sincerely hope you don't take it. Well, honestly, she was pretty quiet. She was like the only one who was quiet for like several months, while the other 2 were like sort of yapping and...
Oh, that's because, like, yeah, she probably, like, honestly and genuinely, especially now we're seeing within this lawsuit and all that, it's probably because, yeah, either she was trying to find a lawyer, had a lawyer, but knew she couldn't pay this lawyer, so was really trying to stay quiet, or, like, Dead was just trying to avoid this on a whole, but that obviously was not going to be a case.
Getting themselves in more trouble, but now she's decided to have this meltdown on stream and give me more content. They cannot stay away. And if you remember, she was episode 2 of the series. This is going way, way back, all right? And these people are just endless content. They can't help it. It's in their blood. It's in their DNA, and I love
it. The EHDIA Plus cinematic universe truly allows you to farm. And what level is your barn? Because I'll tell you, the farming has ensued.
Love it. You ignored any responsibility for the reaction of the online community. Want to see an actual change? Maybe admit that you are the main problem for all the backlash you have received. You and Hassan have a lot in common by completely ignoring your own indiscretions and blaming everybody else for your own stupidity. Cheers and do better.
Of course, her and Hassan have more in common. All the orbiters do. Again, who do you think they're getting all this shit from?
Go on the show, Frogan. I want that 20k in this Ethan Parody account. So you would rather be homeless than told you are wrong. Like, these people are a different level of stubborn.
For the agenda, for the narrative.
Right, so then she responded to Asmongold here. I said it was a biscuit ass take because he didn't want to do charity for Palestine because it would upset some of his audience when an active genocide is happening. She said the G word. As for the PTSD clip, I even said in the clip, I'm not talking about the people who regret their service or acknowledge their wrongdoing. Oh, please, spare me with that bullshit. These people...
yeah, you doubled and tripled down. What are you talking about?
Risk their lives to protect you, and you go, boo, I hope we get PTSD. Like, you're so disgusting. I was talking about the people who gloat about K Arabs, which you seemingly don't have an issue with. Asmon responds, absolutely ratioing her. What is this, like a 5-6 times? And who has biscuit takes? Biscuits. Everybody knows what you're trying to say. The blatant dishonesty is why everyone hates you. By the way, I have no issue in actually saying that word. I just don't want it to get flagged anymore. I don't want to risk a 40-minute video, all right? There's actually a lot of effort that goes into these videos, guys. What is wrong with being proud to serve and serve your country? I regret no time in service was an honor and would do it again. No, Frogan, you said F those people who wanted a car or to pay for school. Yeah, she talked about the Camaro.
Any other...
I'm about to say the Camaros and shit.
Okay, you're doing them. You're like, oh my god, I want my fucking Camaro, no student loans. Thank you.
You then added the caveat of not talking about the ones who regret their service, which means the people who don't regret their service to you deserve PTSD. You even doubled down by watching your own clip and saying, based?
Based? True information.
Base?
This is why people celebrate your downfall. You're a genuinely horrible, selfish scumbag of a person. Unfortunately, you don't have any likability or fame necessary to get paid for being this regarded. To be honest, I felt relief watching her say no. I've been pressured into help like that. That felt like humiliation. Protecting yourself is self-love, not ego. What are you even talking about? She's going on a show to review her finances. Yes, you can argue that she'll be a little humiliated on the internet, but not more than she already has done to herself. Also, she's getting $20,000. I'm sorry. I'll take a little bit of humiliation if it can pay my rent and afford my 5,000 Big Macs. Lamar, she's playing the victim after targeting Ethan Klein on purpose multiple times to the point where she's being sued for it. Content Cop wasn't harassment. Trying to do harm financially, Ethan wasn't harassment. I mean, come on, lol. Yeah, she was doing the L dance. I didn't forget you in the background. You
Cornballs. And yeah, that did hurt. I'm not gonna lie. My head against the mic. Ow. I don't give a fuck though. These damn cornballs. I would never forget the day when the Content Cop first fucking dropped, bro. I was like, yo, as I was seeing heads, I'm like, all right, Hassan is in his vid. Of fucking course he is, bro. The glaze is hefty. I saw Denims pop up in his shit. I couldn't believe it, nigga. I saw Frogan. Fuck. I was like, oh yeah, this video is about to be fucking trash.
We're part of that video. Episode 1 of the series, We Do Not Forget. Right, so Kayla responded to the Frogan rejection. She said, I don't need a YouTube financial advisor. He said, try to degrade me. I've clearly noted that I will not talk about anything you don't want to. Saying stream income is no place on my show, yet I've had higher earning streamers on the show. I legit wish you nothing but the best, but I wish we could have had a genuine chat. At this point, Frogan literally does need a financial advisor here. And the thing is, like, you
just need better finances in general.
dictate the terms of this agreement. You can literally say, I don't want to talk about this specific thing that is too humiliating. Oh, maybe I made some dumb expenses. I don't want that publicized. Okay, just let him know. There's like a whole contract and everything, I'm fairly certain, and you'll be completely fine. And if he violates it, you can sue him and get even more money. She doesn't want to admit that she spent $10,000 on Hamburger Helper.
Oh, Hamburger Helper is absolutely diabolical. Diabolical.
Right, so then like clockwork, Caleb notices that the Hassan Orbiter defense community is particularly unhinged, comments on the recent uptick in attacks on him. Did lefty Twitch streamers get a call to just start whining about Caleb Hammer? Y'all just sheep for real, and it's Mike from PA. Yeah, I literally don't know what's happening right now. I'm getting attacked more than I ever have in my life right now. It's only from the far left. Guys, just watch my show, not just clips. If you're on the normal left or normal right, I am on your side. No beef here. So we got this financial audit guy who's somehow being thrust into politics because he decided to offer a lifeline to somebody who's actually struggling. And we got these psychopath reject freaks like Mike from PA coming out of nowhere, trying to sick his goon squad on him along with another 50 people. I mean, this is the
The goon squad.
classic Hassan Orbiter experience. Every single community that is...
Yeah, we talk about this all the time. Like, you know what I'm saying? The constant brigading, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, the worst shit that I could potentially get to. Like, you see that one girly pop on TikTok when she was saying that, like, heads in the DMs that were, like, Hassan G-Boys and her death threats and, like, trying to dox her and shit. But, like, yeah, it's most of the time you're going to be taking some of the brigading, especially, like, if... Not that Caleb Hammer obviously wasn't in these circles, but like if you got into the John and then you disagree, like into the Anko Gym where you disagree or have some criticisms of Hassan, God's-Sided King or any Johns like that, yeah. Exiled, banished, excommunicated, you're kicked out, and you're definitely taking some brigading on the way. But yeah, you're getting that regardless of the factor if you like just call out any of these heads.
Ever interacted with these psychopathic nut jobs, they just spawn in like an endless supply of cockroaches coming out of the sewer, bruh. Not a fan of radicals, neither on the left or right, but these people that are getting mad at him will get humbled down eventually. Their age gonna catch up, their debt gonna catch up, their meds gonna catch up, their relationship's gonna catch up, and their anger gonna catch up. It's almost like all the Hassan Orbiters share a similar fate, just like I predicted, and eventually karma will strike. Right, so Asmongold responded,
Frogan has declined the invitation to financial audit. And the reason why she's declined it is because I am not struggling due to poor budgeting or frivolous spending. So
And I most definitely disagree.
the reason why she's not going on financial audit is because she doesn't make any mistakes with her finances. I wasn't crying to my audience for money. I make no ad revenue anymore, and I haven't for a year because Twitch took it away from me when I was wrongfully banned. I said the only thing wrongful about your ban is that it wasn't permanent. And now she's going on Twitter acting like that she's a victim. She said, I said it was a quote ass take because he didn't want to do charity for Palestine because it would upset some of his audience when an act of genocide is happening. I mean, how are you in any position to tell somebody to keep their money whenever they're going to be donating it to somebody who is, by your own definition, enduring a genocide?
That's what I'm saying, like, literally to a cause that you are saying that actively needs help and all that. So why would you tell him not to do this? It's dumb.
Staying in the US if she hates it so much? Because people like her pretend like they hate the United States, but they're actually just as capitalists ridiculous.
Oh, socialist. Why won't he give these guys money? Trust me, if I offer...
Oh boy, is our rich socialist gonna say
Fuck it, I'm saying it.
Oh, come on, rich socialist, go ahead.
Or you won't know about it.
I mean, another classic case of Diddy Piker here. Enough money to help his friends like this super easily, but chooses not to. Instead chooses to spend his money on his own luxury trips, luxury items, flexes money on like horse betting or something, like a true socialist, right? Meanwhile, Frogan has to literally...
Yeah, that shit is gonna be crying, bro. I think it was fucking like Asmon's editor, but bro, this shit really does look like a fucking picture you'd see from GTA or some shit, bro. This shit is actually fucking hilarious.
Money on like horse betting or something, like a true socialist, right? Meanwhile, Frogan has to literally suffer there. Casey Tron literally losing her house and everything like that. And all these people who have been sucking up to Hassan for years have finally realized his true colors. Even Casey admitted
doesn't do shit.
That she was disappointed in Hassan. She was like, oh my god, what a betrayal.
I also want to make clear that I did not receive any support, financial or otherwise, from Hassan Piker. Speaking honestly, I found his indifference to my suffering hurtful, especially after he hinted he might help me behind the scenes.
Also, I just gotta say this about Frogan. You're rejecting a free 20K. I'm sorry. You don't get to go on stream and beg to your viewers for an extra $5, an extra sub, when you're rejecting 20K in front of you. At that point, it's just...
It's not even that. It's just back to the nails. It's like, yo, you're begging for subs when, like, yo, your nails is 120. It's like, yo, how many subs is that 120, bro? We sit here do the math. Is that... Wait, $5 sub... Is it 60? No, that's 300 subs. Am I a fucking dumbass? Yes. Obviously, we know that shit. But, like, yeah, that themselves could be a good amount of subs. It's like, again, it's the thing of priority with finances. It's like, yo, I'm not trying to hear you beg to me for cheese for the rent when, again, your nails are looking fine and dandy and perfect.
Disrespectful to your viewers because you're asking them for their hard-earned money when you could just be getting it from this random rich guy here. And if the situation you've actually portrayed online is actually true, then you definitely need this 20K to survive. You were talking about how, oh my god, it's my job, I need to focus on the money, oh my god, nobody's donating, like implying you're essentially broke and stuff. So like you would obviously be accepting it, but I guess these people's egos are simply too big. Frogan's just a whole package, everything is big. I feel like the logical decision here is obvious. If I was struggling, for example, I would probably take the 20K and then maybe pay him back later or something. Also, he does get content for his channel, so it is technically a fair exchange, and you get to pay your rent, and he also reviews your finances, something you desperately need, right? Because you're pretty fucking stupid. I feel like the only reason you would reject it is if you're actually ashamed.
It's out of pride, yeah. Because, yeah, they're definitely ashamed by this shit.
Of your financial budgeting, for example, but then you said, oh no, it's actually good, but we already know with your expensive nail purchase that's completely false, and I don't care if you
factual.
You said it was your friend, I don't know. You also mentioned the price, so I don't believe you. People responded she ate the invitation. She's got a face for radio and a voice for silent film. Hey, Jabba the Hutt. When she goes camping, the bears have to hide their food. $120.
Ain't no way Yogi and Boo Boo said, nah, hold on, bro. We got hide to eats.
Nails, that's like sparkling glitter on a doctor. Okay, that is diabolical. Good, leave the veterans alone. Put the fries in the bag, stop eating them. I can't believe Frogan got $100 nails with an actual genocide happening. My god.
Actually true.
Get the Pizza Hut, that's a new one. 2 times Twitch rising sugar levels.
Diabolical.
Twice the pride, double the fall. Okay, we don't talk about Frogan falling. Okay, that is a worldwide catastrophe. They don't have a Richter scale for that one. Moving on to Caleb, talking about the other Hassan Order, starting with Denims. He's going after all of them. Caleb Hammer crashes out after Denims questioned his ability to help people solve their financial problems.
Oh, the cell phone queen. This should be good.
Now we'll leave you with nothing. Good luck.
As an idea, why don't we give people the tools so they don't...
We do!
Their life, or they don't fuck up their credit score, or whatever it is.
We do! They all raise their credit score and pay off tens of thousands of dollars a day in just a year, you dumb f***. More impact on this world in a positive...
See, this is what I needed to see. This is what I need to see, because when I'm crashing out on these dumbasses, I'm like, yo, bro, am I just doing too much? I'm dick eating? No, I'm never fucking dick eating. Fuck him. Fuck him every time. It's really that fucking Hassan stupid juice. I don't know what these niggas drinking, but god damn it, do they need to stop sipping that shit.
Real world per person experience than you will ever do.
Yeah, I'm lucky that I...
You're lucky because you got a big pair of tits and that's the only reason anyone watches. Let's...
Hey, yo, listen. Hey. The cell phone queen be sitting there saying, I do not know why heads are watching. But then y'all always see me whenever we're watching Denims. Yo, I gotta move myself out the way because we can't be blocking the talent. We cannot be blocking the talent because if we're blocking the talent, there is undoubtedly, unequivocally, no fucking reason to watch Denims. I be lying? Well, Caleb Hammer doesn't think so. And that's the toughest verse we got there. Girly pop.
Girly pop.
The talent truly is what got these fools watching. Thank God somebody else said it.
To be honest, and we enjoy them.
To get higher education.
Oh my god, absolutely cooked. But honestly, I feel like that's a reasonable crash out because Denims genuinely gotta be top 10 stupidest people on the planet. Legitimately.
And I genuinely believe that she's top 5. So hey, facts.
Nothing is going on in that brain of hers. Reminder, she reads effect on Scream and immediately assumes the opposite.
Ooh, the
Play
memories.
clip.
You're not forming memories at 3 years old.
Oh, this is quite literally like top 5 like favorite clips of mine, bro. She reads the literal cited article. I mean, like you can click on this shit and read the actual facts behind this shit. And no, fuck that. Children, they actually do not be forming memories from 3.5 up, bro. And you know how I know this? Because me myself did not go through this. I am the example. I don't know about y'all, but yeah, you can't just use yourself as the example because like going through in basic like science class you do this in middle school, yeah, you need a control group and then like, you know, the experimental group and all that. Yeah, you need more than one factor. 2 to that, I don't give a fuck what Denims' response or any John to this is. I don't give a fuck what her reasoning is because if you look, like I say all the time, at her patterns of behavior and things she said prior, they're all usually wrong, dumb, or a combination of both. So, why the fuck should anyone take your interpretation of that seriously, Denims? Oh, wait, they should not.
And it's very rare that you're forming memories at 5 years old. The average age of adults' earliest memories is 3.5 years old. You're not really forming memories at 3.
I mean, who does that? You have to have your brain screwed on backwards. She's like Patrick from that one episode when the plug is like disconnected.
This is Patrick.
And honestly, he's completely right there that Denims would have absolutely no viewers if not for her appearance. She's kind of like Hassan in that sense, right? Nobody watches for the content or the quality of their thoughts or, you know, their political commentary.
Yeah. Yeah, I fucking love when these things that I say are like literally materialized by other heads. I'm like, yeah, bro. No, seriously, when I look at those fucking when I look at them in their fucking eye, and I say there are 2 reasons you are watching Hassan Piker, I'm dead fucking ass. Either you actually agree with this nigga and his politics, which means you're a fucking tanky, like you actually are a fucking tanky, or 2, you want to fuck this nigga. You want to bomb him. If you are a girly pop,
Girly pop.
you want Hassan Piker in the jaloop. If you are a nigga, that's all I got to say, bro. Like, if you're a nigga, bro, holy fuck, do you need some pride and integrity? Shit, the girly pops do that shit too. But like, there's no other reason you're a fan of Hassan Piker. It's either you're a tanky or you want to fuck him. That's it. I will not be hearing otherwise.
It's just something to look at while some tier 3 simp is jerking off to you. It is a miserable, pathetic, humiliating existence where you sell your soul for money and you're still losing. How do you still lose? Wow. You took the shortcut in life and you still lost. Wow. Unpopular opinion, Caleb is not a financial coach anymore. He now acts like a therapist and even with that obsessively weight shames his guests. Do you mean weight shame is judging how much they spend on outside food or actually insulting the weight of each guest? Because every time I see people criticizing him, it's very disingenuous takes on what he says. We got Giga Chat.
Of course, bro. It's the end part of the Kai Cenat effect. I'll reinterpret every everything you've ever said in a negative fashion. Yeah, of course.
Going weight shaming is good. Listen, again, I'm not intimately familiar with Caleb's channel or anything. I'm not really into that type of content or whatever. I know it's pretty popular, but in this specific case, I feel like the argument that's being had is completely stupid. And we'll look at Caleb's longer response to Denims as well, and I feel like he's the more reasonable person in the situation. Right, so then Caleb finds out in real time that Denims is a complete moron.
Okay, and not all business bros, but somehow it is always a business bro that acts in this specific way. He runs this stupid fucking show. I've always hated it. I hate it. Everyone fell in love with the show, and I've always hated it. It's always struck me as like, oh, you've been buying Starbucks?
Oh, Caleb, you're yet to find out. You had a negative disposition towards either Hassan, one of the orbiters, and all that. Not saying that like he's on our type of time and like commentary heads, like, you know what I'm saying, oh my god, it's always fuck Hassan, fuck these heads. But like, yo, you shared any negative disposition? Oh no. The slander, the defamation, the misinformation, the misconstruction. Oh, he's about to get a full force of this boy.
And avocado toast.
Welcome to a financial show about people's spending.
We've only complimented Denims.
Denims, we have nothing against you. Why are you being a cunt? What the fuck is happening here?
Whoa, he said Caleb. I'm like, oh.
Like financial, she hasn't said yet that she hates Caleb Hammer. She said she doesn't
She's
like
like,
the show.
I don't like the show. Man, you're spending on Starbucks, i.e.
Yeah, that just means, yeah, you don't like Caleb Hammer.
the entire show. Okay, yes. Okay, good. You don't like it. It's crazy. It's wild.
No wonder you can't have a house, dummy. And
well,
You've
if they
never
blow
said
all
that.
their money.
wonder
One,
you
I've never
get
said that about
used.
Starbucks spending, but you're right.
Or the avocado toast boomer
Never said that
perspective.
once. Never said that once. But we see people spend 30-40% of their money on literal going out to eat and bullshit. Yeah, that's gonna prevent them from ever getting a down payment. I don't know how math works where you're from, but that is one of those things.
I mean, this.
Well, math doesn't work where she's from, so I mean, I don't think logic works where she's from, so I mean.
This is a pretty dumb argument by Denims because you need to look into the nitty gritty and the specifics of each person's situation, right? In order to accurately assess their financials. I mean, obviously people can end up spending a ton of money on something like Starbucks or expensive food, especially if they're going out over and over daily as well. It definitely adds up if it's part of your regular expenses like that. And there's people legitimately out there who are so stupid, they think like Starbucks coffee is a necessity. I can't live without it. First off, you can definitely live without it. You're obviously just addicted. Second,
I'm like, that's one. Two, you could obviously find like just a cheaper coffee brand or like make your own coffee, things such like that.
off, if you really need it, then you probably get like the cheapest one or you make it yourself. You don't spend
bingo
and fucking $20 on some fancy ass coffee that's probably filled with sugar that's trying to kill you anyways. And yeah, you don't need to eat out every day or order DoorDash or whatever.
Gotta get a large venti.
And you know, this kind of reminds.
Actually, I think what I just said doesn't make any sense because I'm pretty sure the venti is either like the second largest or the largest like cup size you can get for the job.
Me of some of my old college mates as well, where their logic was so dumb. They would penny pinch over breakfast like $1 or $2, right? And they would purposely starve. This isn't like downgrading to something cheaper. They would purposely not eat breakfast, and they'd be like, "I'm saving money." But then the instant the new iPhone or the MacBook came out,
buying that shit. This is the example I use all the time is in like, and this is shit I'll never forget. It's like where like heads, and this is the thing of priorities. Like heads will be living in like a one. I remember this shit. This like shit was talking about, or at least some shit was happening in school. Like the one ball was talking to whatever. He's living in like a 1-2 bed apartment or whatever, right? And granted, like we're in school, like so. I mean, bruh, duh. Ball's legit though. I mean, how much could he do? But it's more or less the priorities on a like tip of his parents or whatever. But like, we live in a 1-2 bedroom apartment, whatever, and you're wearing a fucking Louis belt? Like, dude, what the fuck are the priorities? Like that shit, like shit like that does piss me off. I'm like, dude, we gotta make sure the drip is right, but when it comes to the living situation and all that, it's dumb. Priorities are bad.
they would buy it on the day. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? You don't need this shit. It is so dumb. It is so brain dead. They'd starve themselves for like half the year in order to purchase this thing. And it's like so brain dead. Just enjoy your breakfast and buy like an older model, which is literally the exact same thing. Or maybe don't just buy such an expensive brand anyways. I mean, legitimately, all of this stuff like financial literacy, money management was always common sense to me. It just came naturally to me. But apparently some people are just fucking stupid. Like Frogan maybe, and Denims probably also fits the profile. So then Denims calls it
100%.
poverty prawn.
It is literally, it is peak poverty porn, and it's peak like,
well, again,
but it's not poverty porn. When we have people, we don't just have people on that make minimum wage.
No, in fact, we don't even get homeless people on.
No.
We have a couple times, but
Yeah.
that's like something we avoid. And actually, we don't allow people to come on unless they have a job.
But they were homeless
And
people
the
with
only
jobs.
reason why we no longer have people on the show who are unemployed is because the audience didn't like that you couldn't make a budget.
Yes. And
So-
listen, and here's the thing. Our favorite episodes are the one who's literally earned like $200,000 a year or more.
Yes,
That's
those
it.
are so juicy.
Poverty. Again, she's kind of falling into the same camp. You remember
And
what I said earlier?
Well, yeah, and that would make way more sense to me because obviously someone with a higher income, like they're way more susceptible to making frivolous ass purchases or like dumbass purchases. You know what I mean? Because they have way more of a disposable income. Like, yeah, as I'm just sitting here, like, yeah, that makes perfect sense. Like, yeah, duh. Obviously, you have more money, then that's more money to spend it on dumb shit. So like, what the fuck are we gonna do with someone who's in poverty who cannot spend money because they don't have any fucking money? Like, yeah, the situation specifically for like heads like Frogan or whatever, it's just a mixture of both. Not only do you not have cheese, but your fucking spending and finances are shit. Like, you know what I mean? That's why they want her on the show, because it's like, damn, yo, we got a fucking wowzer over here, boy. We got fucking a hooey, boy.
In the full live stream that we did, that there's a lot of criticism out there. Most of it's not valid, but you have to take it all in and determine what is valid and action on it. Papa God made some valid criticism. She's not, because she doesn't know the show. She's talking about something she doesn't know about. And also that is fun.
You mean like everything that she has commentary on, or quote unquote commentary?
They going from someone who makes literal porn, but you know.
Yo, that's the joke I wanted to make, but
she hates the show. She doesn't know what the show is. Poverty bullshit. I mean, that's a snark talking point of people who don't know anything about the show. We don't have people in poverty.
Oh my god, he's absolutely cooking her. So Denims talking about prawn. Hello, you're literally an OF girl.
I was just saying, like, fuck, I wanted to make this joke, but I'm like, yo, is not even low hanging. I'm like, yo, is it too obvious of one to make?
Bottom of the barrel to scrape some money because you have no actual talent. You're a disappointment to your entire family. And it's no surprise Denims is talking about something she has no idea about. That is literally her entire job.
I'm about to say, like, yeah, this is something like that not only her, but all the orbiters do every day.
In fact, even when the facts are on the screen, she can't. Like, it's legitimately impossible to reason with people like this.
That, I'm telling you, that clip, oh, bro, she'll never live that clip down. At least not to me, because, yo, I'm like, the levels of unabashedly being stupid that we're seeing here, I'm like, wowzer.
Also, she learns from the best, Hassan, who also makes it a point to talk about shit he has no idea about. Meanwhile,
of course,
people who are actually honest will literally just tell you, okay, I don't know much about this specific area. Like earlier in this video, I told you I don't intimately watch Caleb Hammer's videos or whatever. I'm not gonna pretend I know everything about it, and I'll make that clear. I'll give you that disclaimer. You know, Hassan and people like Denims will just pretend they know everything about it, right? So then Denims goes the route of taking away personal responsibility from everyone, basically saying that, oh, people are horrible with their finances. I mean, that's not their fault. You're just humiliating them. They just grew up in X environment, had X situation in life. I mean, yeah, sure, but it is also your responsibility as a grown adult now to educate yourself, regardless of your background or how you grew up or whatever.
I'm about to say, this is part of, you know, growing up, getting more responsibilities. This is the things of life. And plus, by the age, I think, like, oh yeah, Pope Dare was saying, I'm pretty sure Frogan's like 28 or some shit, because yeah, Pope Dare was saying like she and him are the same age. But yeah, by like this age where you're about to be 30, not even trying to be on the tip of like, oh, you're pushing 30, or whatever the fuck, but like, yeah, you most definitely, like, yeah, we're way past the age of fucking, like, you know what I'm saying, prefrontal cortex fully developing. That shit is at 25. Like, yo, you should have been had these type of Johns down.
It is your money and your finances in your life, and you need to try and fix it. You can't just blame everybody for your problems. That will never lead to anything good.
And guess what? If you solve these problems on a more systemic level, people become more financially literate when you give them the tools. Whereas this entire show is just like, you're a
by the way,
fucking
we
idiot
give
for
people
not fucking
financial
knowing
tools
that.
and they become more
And, like,
financially
maybe they are
literate.
idiots.
Sorry.
I'm about to say, do you think that they wouldn't give them financial tools? What the fuck? The whole point of the show is to help people with their what the fuck? See, this is the self-owned shit I be talking about. Like, yo, what the fuck?
Got a fucking shit hand dealt to them. A lot of people don't get the luxury
Christian, where's
of
the mouse?
having learned this.
What the fuck is she talking about? We give people the tools.
Right.
Systemic problems? Girl, literally, there is not a systemic problem why someone is spending 40% of their money going to McDonald's and Panda Express.
It really...
Yeah, that's definitely not a systemic problem. That's a you personally individual problem. Like, why the fuck are you doing that? Why the fuck are you choosing to go eat at McDonald's every day? Why the fuck are you choosing to eat out every day? Like, what are we talking about? This is not a thing of, yo, mad people. Well, it is obviously a lot of people are doing this, but it's still an individual thought process of them choosing to do so. You know what I'm saying? It's not like, a systemic thing that's like kind of uncontrollable on the back end, like taxes and shit. Like, that's something heads can't do nothing. Well, tangibly, yes, on an overall through systemic means, duh, you can change it. But can me as an individual change how the fuck we're getting taxed? Hell nah. Meanwhile, I can change if we go to McDonald's or eat out or not. It's stupid.
We've all been there. All three of us.
Yes.
And we've all been in situations where we've blown money and then realized, oh, I can't do, like, this is not sustainable. Right?
Yeah.
Where I want to go in life, bills are stacking up, all these things.
What's crazy is there are
I'm
actual
literally
systemic
feeling
problems,
it.
but in the worldview she's in, everything has to be a systemic problem, and there's no personal responsibility.
Yes, because America bad. Yeah, because you have to blame everything on the government. Yeah.
And when you call out personal responsibility, you become a fascist.
Yup, exactly.
Bingo! I'm trying to tell you heftily, instantly.
You're basically a fascist if you think people should educate themselves about finances, have a basic level of financial literacy, and know how to handle their money. And by the way, just a quick rant here. This is legitimately the worst mindset in life, and you will never become successful if you blame all of your problems on other people.
Yeah, directly. Like, I would just straight up tell you. Because again, if you can't find any fault within yourself, how would you know how you're going to improve? How are you going to know how to change better? Anything like that? Or better yet, like, if you don't have any sense of self-awareness to where you can give yourself self-accountability and like self-responsibility and all that, bruh, you're gonna get cooked. One, because yeah, you get out to the real world, yeah, that shit, if something is your fault, it's your fault. You're not just gonna blame it on somebody else. That shit is you, especially if they can prove that it's your fault. The fuck, you can't just keep obfuscating off of that. And then two to that is like, yeah, again, like I was just saying, bruh, you gotta be real with yourself. I say it all the time, get real with yourself, motherfucker. Like, yo, come on. If some shit truly obviously is not true, and or like you're fucking pushing out some bullshit ass narrative and or agenda or some shit like that, knowing that this shit is not, well, truthful and it's false and or misinformation, slander, yada yada, like that, you should know the means to not do this shit.
If your mindset is always, oh, the entire world hates me, my life sucks, I was extremely unlucky, even if that's all true, even if you acknowledge that logically that's all true, it is still your job to fix your life. You have to take responsibility, you have to take accountability, and it's a much better route than actually just blaming it on everyone and expecting God to fix all your problems for you, or the government, or whatever, some other entity outside of you.
Nah, that's hefty, and I say that all the time too. Like, yo, we gotta get up and post the slops every single day. Because if I look down in the face and be like, yo, we're gonna put the boss in a 5-bed, 5-bath. Well, yeah. Hopefully. Well, not even hopefully. Not if you're me. Definitely. It's gonna be happening. But, ain't nobody just finna make that shit happen. Not you. Not anybody else. No one's just gonna spawn in a 5-bed, 5-bath for the boss. Gonna have to work for that shit. Or quote unquote work, because I know we ain't got no fucking job. Unemployed. Oh! But like, yo. Yeah, we gonna have to put in the fucking grind for this shit. I can't just be like, yeah, we gonna get the boss in a 5-bed, 5-bath, and tell another motherfucker, yeah, do it for me. Fuck. The first question they should be hitting me back with is why? I ain't getting nothing from this. But even barring that, it's like, yeah, nah, you gonna have to do this. Just like you're gonna have to take responsibility when you do something wrong. Slander somebody. Spread some misinformation. Get yourself into a malicious copyright infringement lawsuit. You means? Like, yeah, come on.
You may be donating your last $5 to Hassan, hoping that he will give you free healthcare in a communist utopia. That's not going to happen, at least not for now. So you need to take personal responsibility and improve your life on your own. Get a job, improve your skills, find a way to make money, etc., etc. And nobody's saying that life isn't tough or anything like that. Everybody has varying degrees of bad shit happen to them. It's how you respond and tackle to that makes you the person you are. If you're an OG, you obviously know I've had some of the worst shit ever happen to me, and here I am, more successful than ever, healthier, and completely bounced back. And part of that is because I didn't blame anybody else. I said, okay, this is my life, and no matter what happens, I will fix it. I will bear the responsibility of my own life because I want to live a good life. And that's kind of like a principle of stoicism as well, which is funny because you should have learned it from IDubs. You're not
stoic.
Very stoic of you. Focus on things in your control. Ignore the things out of your control. And that was your episode of Life Lessons from Pegasus, only in the Legendary series. Right, so then Caleb...
The Legendary series.
Absolutely loses it at her.
And guess what? If you solve these problems on a more systemic level...
Systemic is not going to... We have the highest disposable income in like the Western world outside of like micronations where it's just like city-states. We have the best disposable income. We have more money than most people know what to do with on a median level, not even average, median. People blow their money on bullshit. We are consumerism culture. Right. There are systemic issues. It is not.
I was about to say hefty on the consumerism. Like, yeah, people just be buying shit.
Get you that.
Especially because of TikTok and shit like that. The means of like obviously. We know I talk about it all the time, like the 5-second brain rot thing, but the ease of access it is to be able to market things to people, and the ease of access, it's right in front of my face, infinitely scrolling, bro. So easy to like one click buy through. You know, they got the buy now pay later shit too, bro. The BNPL, like, yeah, bro, heads are just heftier and heftier, falling into consumerism, especially as fucking social media and shit starts to adapt, especially through short form content, like I just said. But like, yo, as this goes on and on, like, yeah, more and more heads are just falling heftier into just overspending. And with inflations and taxes and shit going up, yeah, that shit is not good.
Blows 40% of their money on McDonald's.
Mostly because they just cannot fucking afford it.
Come on, we got to do better than that.
People become more financially literate when you give them the tools. Whereas
which we do.
Show is just like, Well, you're a fucking idiot.
No, you're a fucking idiot because
I agree.
we literally give them those tools, and you don't know that because you're criticizing a show that you don't watch. We don't deal with people that come from poverty usually. We don't deal with people that are homeless or don't have a job. We deal with median earners, if not high earners, who are fucking destroying all their money, not dealt a bad hand. They chose to lay down their entire hand and blow all their money.
Yeah, and that's the shit I would want to watch because I'm sitting here like, yo, okay, how are you having like a well-paid job? How are you getting paid? Like, you know what I'm saying? No, is it, God damn it, I can't make grammar. Truly can grammar for shit, never being the dumbass allegations. Making it an exorbitant amount of money and all that, and fucking it up. How are you blowing all of that shit? Like that's what makes it interesting. Like that's the pull. It's like, yo, you want to know how could somebody that is in a good financial standing have terrible fucking finances? Like,
you are criticizing a show.
This is a thing of like, you know how they say like, yo, when you're at rock bottom, you're already at rock bottom. You can't go any lower. That's the thing of bringing somebody on that's like in poverty. You're already at rock bottom. Well, what shit about your finances? Because like on base, not because you're like you have bad spending, but you just don't even have that like exorbitant amount of cheese. Like you just don't even have finances to blow. You're already like basically on paycheck to paycheck. You already know what expenses you have, and them shit's already eating up your whole check. Like there's no discretionary spending, nothing. Like, you know what I mean? So yeah, what the obviously any logic Denim's trying to use is gonna be fucking terrible. But the real logic she's using here is absolutely awful. Like, it just doesn't even make sense for the translation of, like, the person going on and then for the entertainment value of the show. Like, it just does not make sense.
Oh, that you haven't watched! You can take a few clips, which I'm sure would be your reaction to this, is take a few clips out of context. Other than that, with the three...
A reaction to this? How fucking hilarious. Her have a reaction? Have you ever seen the Dead Air streams?
We upload every single week, Monday through Friday. You have no idea what the f*** you're talking about!
I would say that for pretty much all of these fools.
Holy cinema. Denims actually does need this lecture because she's probably going to watch this and legitimately call him a fascist, right? The go-to response, right-wing Nazi right here. Oh, he's hiding behind his financial channel. He's actually a right-wing grifter. And
I didn't know Caleb Hammer was a misogynist.
Even clarified there that he's explicitly talking about people who have money and end up wasting it through dumb decisions and end up in these horrible situations. Now, the systemic thing obviously does exist. Life is unfair. We all know this. We all acknowledge this. But it's an entirely different argument to paint 100% of your life's outcomes to this unfairness. That's when you just lose power and lose control. And then why do we even exist? If everything's out of our control, why do we even try? That's just like such a doomer, dumb mindset. And it leads to completely failure of human beings, such as yourself. And I've explained this before, but this actually makes up a large percentage of people like Hassan and Denim's audience here. People who are utter failures in life, and they just wanted to blame it on somebody else. And they think that Hassan is going to be the messiah here. He's going to bring about free healthcare.
Yeah, he's not bringing about shit except for taking your $6 next month, motherfucker. Gullible ass niggas. Again, stop fucking watching this nigga.
It's been 10 years, buddy. He can't do shit. He's not even a politician. I mean, what the fuck? At least, like, that.
Thank you. Like, yo, that's what really needs to be pointed out. How is this nigga? I keep, like, asking this shit. How is he gonna get niggas free healthcare, all this different shit? When to even get in the regards of doing that at all, like, you'd have to be in a position of governance. He got kicked out of the DNC. He's getting nowhere near that. So why the fuck do any of these dumbasses believe that?
It's already delusional, but he's a Twitch streamer, man. I just don't know what you expect. Right, so then she randomly...
Schrodinger streamer. Hassan will change from a Twitch streamer from a political commentator to a Twitch streamer.
Talks about how business bros are the scummiest people.
A lot of people don't get the luxury of having learned this stuff before they fucked up their life.
Exactly, that's what the show is! Are you actually stupid?
I think it's a more visceral...
The answer is yes, Caleb. She is the cell phone queen.
hate for me because these people in person are like, they are some of the worst, scummiest people.
Word, I bet.
What?
Who is they?
What is she saying?
The business.
And then she just sprinkled in some buzzwordinism. Loving it.
Bros.
Oh, business
apparently
bros.
I am.
Okay.
I'm the business bro. First of all, we don't hate you. We didn't hate you. I'm not liking the segment you're doing, but I won't hate you after this.
God forbid you have a successful business and try to grow a successful business and employ people and pay taxes.
I have a very normal life outside of...
It's like, yo, in the regards that she's talking about, I would assume I would fucking hope, but again, you can't even try to assume with Denims, Brad. It truly can be the stupidest, like, possible thing she's trying to say every time. So, but like, yo, like major corpo businesses, but even to that, I'm pretty sure financial audit is not that, like, obviously it's a business, but I don't think it's run like that. Like, I'm sure, obviously, Caleb has more of a connection as workers. It's more like in the way I'm seeing it, Sweeper, Glazer, Ethan's little mouthpiece. But the way I see like the pod, like obviously it is a business itself, like TEI. We see within the fucking lawsuit and all that. But like it's more like hands-on type of beat instead of just corpo, like going down the fucking hierarchy, huge ladders and shit. You know what I'm saying?
This that is not any different than if I had a YouTube channel or not. Don't know what you're criticizing right now. Now she's making a general criticism instead of an actual personal.
Okay, hold up. Let me take over here. No, we do actually hate her. We don't like Denims on this channel. Horrible person.
Yeah, I mean, you didn't have to you didn't have to tell me that. She's on the list, bro. You already know. Anissa Jumha, Yoko, Denims, Taylor Lorenz, Crew Road Happy Mind.
Evil person. Mrs. Kids can't form trauma at 3 years old, so it's okay to send CPS to their house. Yeah, I'm not gonna like her. I'm sorry. Also, she's so stupid. She legitimately ran out of commentary. She's not actually used to talking and providing
The Dead Air Queen.
Transformative commentary. She's used to sitting there, you know, looking at the screen, stealing somebody else's content, and staying silent and eating.
There was one clip Pope Dior I found of her where she was like actually drooling and had to wipe her mouth. That shit had me dying, bro.
A salad or whatever, right? So she doesn't know what to say, so she just brings up some random shit. Well, guys, actually, business bros are so rude. I mean, what does that—
I'm like, yeah, hefty we say. Would Trilly like the grammar? Fuck no. But yeah, hefty use of buzzwordism. I mean, not buzzwordism. What aboutism there, Denims? Hefty.
What that even mean? Is that like anybody who studies business or finances or even has a business? I mean, does that include every person on the planet? Because you have to somewhat study finances to exist in this world, to understand a little bit about money, unless you have your daddy pay for everything. Like, legitimately brain dead. Then Denims talks about how meritocracies are bad, and of course she would have this take.
Because she doesn't know what she's talking about.
He's like, these are the type of people that like you'll hold the door open for them, and they don't even address your presence. It's like you're not even there.
I literally
like, what the fuck does that have to do with finances? Like, fuck?
Really say thank you every time someone opens the door for
He
me, by the way.
does. I've seen it.
Like, what what is she doing?
Yeah, no shit, lady.
And they unironically believe in meritocracy fully and thoroughly, which is like,
well, I just strictly believe, like, I don't want anyone to go hungry or anything by any means. Let's just talk about when I hire people. I will hire the best.
See, this is how they rope you in too, bro. Like they'll say some dumb shit, and then you have to sit here and try to like logically parse through this. So you're entertaining what they're saying when truly you should have never gave their ass an inch because now they're gonna take a mile. See, I really be peeping game on that shit. I'm like, yeah, now you can't even entertain the dumb shit they're saying. I'm just like, yo, that shit has nothing to do with the fuck we're talking about. Yo, get back to the finances.
Person, I don't hire.
You talk about, yo, yeah, these are the type of motherfuckers to like really not even open up the door for you, bro. Not even acknowledge your presence. Yo, we're talking about finances and how your Jones is shit. What are you talking about?
Based on skin color or gender identity. I don't believe in that kind of shit. I hire based on who's the best for the job.
Oh, don't worry, Denims. You definitely aren't here because of your merits in conversation or, you know, political.
None of that, trust.
Commentary, streaming skills.
Definitely not that, trust.
We all know why you're here, and it's genuinely embarrassing. You are the secretary hire, if you know what I mean. But yeah, honestly, only Denims would complain about people being hired.
That's the secretary hired. God damn it. Oh yeah, hun. Nah, you're definitely out front. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, they definitely have to walk in and see you for sure, bro. It's gonna encourage them to really want to shop at our business. Let me tell you. Girly pop.
Girly pop.
You're definitely at front desk.
Based on their merits, like, oh yeah, if I'm looking for an editor, for example, I'm gonna look for the worst one. Actually, I need to make sure my videos actually suck, guys. I need to make sure they're gay. That's more important. I gotta make sure they're a certain skin color, right? It's like so stupid, and this is the only logic that works in the Hassan squad. They are so racist. They are so focused on gender and skin color. It's just,
yeah, it's fucking id poll shit. Goddamn. What's the political correctness? Yada yada.
Disgusting. It's weird, and I love just seeing creators from the non-drama sphere discover in real time.
Facts. No, that's what I'm saying. It's like the normies. I love seeing normies like talk about EHDI plus shit and all that because I'm like, yo, bro, I just gotta make sure a nigga really ain't tripping, bro. These heads be telling me I'm terminally online. I'm like, yeah, they right, bro. I'm not gonna lie. We right in the boss's basement, but I'm like, I ain't these fucking keyboard warriors. Like these fucking snarkers are these motherfuckers. I'm like, yo, never. So I'm like, hold on, bro. We got pump the brakes real quick.
How brain dead the people are that we actually deal with on a daily basis, right? Oh my god, hopefully more Pegasus uses parts of this video the next time he covers her in one of his videos. Pure cinema, you.
The legendary series has never failed us. Never failed.
You got it, pal. Thank you, Charlie, and to all the people who sent me this video as well, because that's how I found it. Wait a minute, the GOAT, more Pegasus mentioned everywhere. Makes the best series. Okay, guys, you guys are too sweet. Dan Clancy, don't make me bring up Dave.
The ultimate gooning lord, Daniel Clancy. That fucking fossil. We didn't see him not one time. I don't want to see him not one time today.
Let's see. Now click this video or you pass out and miss the legendary series of Fate.
I'll never.
Worse than death. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.
They already know, gang. Of course, every single time, baby, you better shout out Share Love with one of our Glorious Slop Kings. Pegasus! Actual gangsta. But yo, y'all already know.
Pass out and miss.
That was. She finally got what she deserved. Or you know what I'm saying? The she's, because, obviously, that being Frogan and Denims. You already know, though. Hold on. Gotta get a good stretch. Jeez, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Sitting in this spot for too long, bro. Truly be riding in the boss's basement, huh? Tough works. We need the slops. Sloppy! But yep, y'all already know. Of course, if you guys want to watch the OG video, OG Le Daily Slops. Down description. First link. Share to love it, of course. Pegasus! Every time. We love our Glorious Slop Kings. Facts. But yeah, final piece of conjecture. Yeah, Frogan. Yeah, she rejected going on financial audit. She should. Because, again, her finances... not good at all. Horrible. Terrible. And, yeah, do I believe that she's, the reason that she's so boxed is not because she's frivolously spending or has bad priorities. No, I think it's exactly because of that. I think it is directly because of that. Also because, yeah, just relatively, yeah, not as successful Frogy Wogie. Not as successful as the other heads, like Denims at the very least on that John. But even still to that, yeah, you're not going to be very successful when, you're glazing up Mr. Piker and all that type of beat. But anyway, like, sidebarring that, yeah, I feel like she definitely should have went on financial audit. But that may just be the slop tuber and me talking. You know, we do love some more slops because it definitely would be good content. But, like, yeah, no, seriously, she needs to go on because, yeah, like, obviously we seen her alting on the John when that one man's came in or whatever, her one friend or whatever came in off the John when she was begging for the rent. She's like, obviously, it is just not a good overall situation for her, not only with the lawsuit, but just in general with her just life. Because obviously, if you're struggling for the rent cheese, that's a whole separate factor than needing to have funds to pay your attorneys so you could obviously go through with this lawsuit, because that is something that's also, you know, huge and pressing and definitely going to be having them bankrupt. But yeah, we don't even know where Frogan is at in the lawsuit still. Like, I don't think she has responded in the lawsuit in any time soon. So yeah, it's just a whole bunch of bad works going down for Frogan. I can't even cap, bro. It is just not getting better for her. And the factor of her, like, with that whole long response, you know what I'm saying? Where she had even said that, like, oh yeah, it's not because of the frivolous spending and all that. Cope. She's saying like that, oh, the overall, like, you know what I'm saying, market in general, John's like, that is down, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying, the recession is happening, society is bad. And yeah, I would agree, but that's not the reason why your stream is doing bad. I think that has something to do with your content, your entertainment factor. You're pandering to fucking Hassan, and now that shit is, again, not going to make you successful. But within all means, I guess we're going to have to see what's going to go on with Frogan in general and in the lawsuit, but I think that'll be over pretty soon for her. But anyway, with Denims, yeah, we already know, cell phone queen. Speaking on, you know what I'm saying, financial audit, obviously without knowing anything, but we already seen this, remember, before, like Pegasus showed with the whole memories from, you know, Jits, you know what I'm saying, having memories from 3.5 years old up. Yeah, she clearly she's just gonna keep cell phoning. Yeah. Like, and of course, to that, just saying whatever bullshittery, we know we've seen a buzzwordism. She was just randomly saying, like, oh yeah, Caleb Henry's like the finance bros, bro. These the type of bulls that won't even hold the door open for you, bro, or pretend you're not even here. They're really supporters of meritocracy and shit. Like, bro, what is she even saying? Blatantly obfuscating off of the main Johns. Blatantly just obfuscating off of the fact that, yeah, Caleb Hammer is on your ass. Because when he said your heads only watch because of the tatas, because those are only talents, oh my god. Oh my god. Absolutely cooked him. That was excellent. I love that. It's great. Because it's true. Yeah, I'm not going to lie to you. I'll straight up tell you. Yeah. Yeah, watch him without that talent, because I'll tell you what, the talent is definitely not the words coming out of her mouth. But again, we already knew that. But yeah, same thing with Denims. Of course, she's just speaking out of pocket on heads, and to that, well, Caleb Hammer, And the rest of heads on financial audit responded and absolutely fried her. And things for Frogan and Denims and just any head, especially the H3 Snark mods that have connection to this lawsuit. Well, they're just overall cooked. And they will continue to be. And it'll only get worse for them. And only better for us. Tough works there. Slippy! The head said, heads in the CDST, commentary, drama, slop, and tea. We're just eating, aren't we? Facts. But you already know what it is, of course. Shout out to level one of our glorious slop kings, bag as us. And I'm finna get y'all on the flip, baby. Peace.